It was tough squeezing this into my schedule, so sorry for the delay.
You know, I get a lot of messages, a lot of emails, but you know, I can't like read even half of them because, you know, I wouldn't have time to make videos. I get all kinds of things all the time, and you know, I like I said, I can't respond to everything, but I'm always getting asked to do, like, people want me to record a voice or do something, or sometimes just as simple as just asking me permission for something. But then I want to look into it first, and a lot of times I don't have the time. I mean, you never know, because I'm never always satisfied with the nerd episodes. I feel like a lot of times that they're just rushed, or like I don't have enough time to make them good. And we will get to a lot of these eventually. It's just, you know, it's just like there's just so little time in the year to do board games.
When you own a big collection like this, it becomes really overwhelming that you're looking at all these movies and your curiosity never ends, but you know that you're never ever going to realistically have the time to watch everything you own.
And I don't even know if I have the time to get through all this stuff.
We've been trying to find time to do this simple video for months now, and we're gonna see how quickly we can get through the game, but I don't think we're gonna beat it in this session.
It's a long game.
It's just because we don't have enough time. I need to confess that I'm a movie person, not as much of a TV person. I've never found the time to catch up with all these shows I should have seen. And I wanted to do the series in 2014. I wanted to continue it there, but there wasn't time. I don't know it's been so long since I've used a PC, and it's hard to get into something different when you don't have the time for it, to learn it. So throughout 2015, I had no spare time left to search for bad games. Usually I like to try out lots of games, to audition them, to see which ones would make the best episodes. But this year I had no extra time. If any nerd episodes were going to get done at this time, I needed to pick a game, and I needed to start making the episode right away. It's just this evil monolith that's sitting here, and it's one of those things that you just don't have time to deal with.
But first, a message from our sponsor.
Yode, authentic wood wrist watches, timeless timepieces that stand the test of time. Yode, finely crafted from high quality natural materials, Mother Earth and Father Time, now in one unique stylish package. Use the element which brings life to tell the time.
Whew. Hey, sorry, running a little bit late. I didn't realize what time it was.
Well, if only you had a watch.
Oh, what kind of watch is that?
Yo. This film is still pretty recent, so I need more time to evaluate it.
You don't have any time for your mind to even think about anything else. I don't even think I knew the reason then, but it was just one of those things where it's like, okay, oh, that's what we got. Okay, all right, shoot it. We got to move on, and we didn't have time. So it's like, fix it in post all the time. Like on the Alien 3, I wasn't even thinking like this might be the first year I might have to not make a Halloween episode. There just isn't time. Yeah, so it's been really hard in 2013 to ever have time to work on the movie.
Like Silver Surfer, everything is orange. Like, it just has like this orange, like, you know, hue to everything, and it sucks. And there's like no reason for it, but that was just the way it looked on camera, and I didn't have time to color correct it. I wouldn't mind reviewing it, but this year we just had to like be more economic and go to movies that I've seen already. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had time to do all this. And when I was doing 2 episodes a month, there wasn't time. I just didn't have enough time to make it as special as I wanted. So it would have been just like a Godzilla movie, but I didn't have time. This has been one of my most often requested movies, so this is very belated, but I think I just needed some time to get myself into the right mindset and view it for what it is. You know, it's bullshit commentaries. It's like there's never time to say everything you want to say. The last one that I did entirely start to finish, that was all me, was Earthbound. Which took several months. But yeah, anytime I work on an episode, it's going to take a few months, even if it's simple. But after this, I have no more time now. There's no time in my life to do it the way I used to. So when I was doing these like 2 videos a month, like I didn't really have much time to pick a game. I had to, you know, just go to my list. And plus, these videos were done so quickly
that I didn't even have time to do makeup.
Mike was a really big fan of all these glitches, and he was actually suggesting I do another video, another glitch video, and I was like, well, that one took so much time, I'm not doing another one.
What happened to you one time? You had a funny story.
You know what? Actually, I think this video is about to end really soon. To tell you the truth.
Okay.
So I don't know if I have time for that, but
there really wasn't even time to sleep. It was just crazy, just insane. So we had to cut the scene short. I mean, originally I was going to take the chainsaw and cut his head off. There was going to be lots of blood effects and stuff, but there just wasn't time. And there's no more time left to talk about this video because it's over.
I have never played any of these, so this is one of those things. I've known about these games for so long, and I don't know why the hell I've never played them. I just never had time, never got around to it yet.
You know, first thing let's do, turn the fucking time off. I'm sure it has that, or it doesn't. Oh, time limit. No, nobody wants a fucking time limit.
All right, the top,
oh god,
top right, the top, yeah, the front.
Oh, I don't have time.
Oh man,
shit.
Every year I have less time than I did the year before, so it gets harder and harder to make these videos. I have a list of ideas, but again, it's the same problem. There's no time whatsoever. At the start of every year, I make a priority list of all the videos I want to make. Then I estimate how many days I think it will take for me to finish each video, and then I find there's not enough time in the year, so many videos get taken off the list. I don't have any special luxury with time. I have the same type of distractions as any normal human being. I can't predict what's going to take time away. So anyway, so first, the horror script. I'm happy to say that I have a script. It's written. The unfortunate part is that it's going to take a long time before I can even start beginning the production of it. So
Things are so different now with me.
Yeah.
I have less and less time every year.
As you mentioned earlier, any artist knows that with art comes criticism. And I want to know, like, how do you deal with criticism? Do you read the comments? Do you care what people say? Like, tell me about that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't have time, honestly, usually.
So anyway, the horror film is something I wrote years ago. Come back to it every now. I make it a little bit better, revise it. But even before the pandemic, it was tough to find time to make it.
Tony, Kieran, Justin, and everybody at Screenwave will still be helping me with nerd episodes and reviews next year. I want to make it clear, without their help, I wouldn't have time to do any of this anymore. So give them a big thanks for me.
Two-Faced Conquer says, plan on making another movie anytime soon, James?
I'll plan on it, yes. But when, I don't know, because the web series are the priority right now. So it's whenever there's extra time, and there hasn't been extra time. Yeah. Time was running out, and in total, for both Mad Mad World and Apes, I had only 5 hours to do everything. I wish I had more time. I would have loved to stay here all day, but there was one more spot to fit in. But the truth is, I was also working a regular full-time job at the time, and it was really hard to be able to do both. I didn't have a lot of spare time, so when I'd come home from work, I'd go straight to work on the nerd episodes.
And one thing that ruined it was that the cape would keep getting stuck in the doors, and because, you know, when I run, the cape goes into the air and all. I didn't have enough time to get all the way to the closet.
But seriously, my life has changed even though I haven't, because now I have adult responsibilities and very little free time. So that feeling of being bored and trying to fill the time, that is so far in the past now. Ever since I said that, I always felt like, wouldn't it be hilarious to actually see the people at the pub talking about Jekyll? If I had more time, the review would have probably included scenes with live actors spoofing the game. Since then, it's been tough trying to find spare time to get these trailers done.
What do you say, next time, pick up next time?
Yeah, it seems like a good spot to stop.
Because this is a long game.
Yeah, and by the time we get to the next boss, it's probably like a lot more to go through. Can't wait to do it. I'm really enjoying this, but time's run out, and we will revisit it sometime soon.
Hey, what's up? We're gonna start. Hey, so we're gonna do like half talk and half Q&A. So we're not gonna have, you know,
too much time for questions. Hey, the hotel room has some of the streaming services on it, and it has Crackle, which had, I think it's on, or Showtime. It's on one of those. It has Bad Lieutenant on there. If I get any time, I might be watching that in the hotel room. Actually, yeah, you know what? Because when I was doing that video, I wanted that last scene when I'm fighting Rob in the city to be like a costume, like have a Rob costume and like actually do it Godzilla style, all practical effects. But that video was so much work. By the time I got to that, there's just no time left to do anything. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do it green screen and just, that's it.
Finding any free time was a challenge. It was just an hour here, an hour there, slowly from October until February.
I hope that was clear, that it came off that way. Did it look good? Okay. Because I remember, because I don't look at Twitter comments very often. I don't, because I don't have time.
Oh, plans for a feature horror film. Plans, but nothing solid yet. Like I have a bunch of different ideas for them, but I just don't have the time to start on any yet. Any game. There's a lot of them, but like a lot of the ones I really want to play are ones that would take a long time. So we have to like just dedicate some time to some of those. I know Soma is one I want to play, but it may take a long time.
Well, we have a lot of ideas for more board games. I was actually going to start on them this year. Earlier, I was going to start on them in like the spring, and then the movie just kept expanding, taking more time, and eventually it was like, okay, there's no time to do anything else but finish this movie. So,
are you familiar with the cinema snob Brad Jones?
Oh, I am. I met him. Yeah, he's a cool guy.
I want to know, have you ever seen any of the Ninja Turtles porno spoofs that he reviewed?
No, he was telling me about a lot of stuff he did. I haven't seen any of that yet, only because I don't have much time to, use the internet. Oh, continuing board games. Like, if I was gonna continue it, I'd have to top it. I'd have to make it even better. And every time I made another one, it just got like more and more insane. I'm like, I don't know how to top that. I mean, I know how, but I can't because it would take, there's no time for it. We also, so you know, there's a time right here. We have only like a minute left now, so mostly everybody in the line. I think I might be able to get two more real quick. So you guys. So sorry about that. Just we're out of time.
Understood.
We're about time. Okay, sorry, that's all the time. But thanks. It's been really awesome.
Hello, this is James from Cinemassacre coming to you with a special message. Basically, I just don't have time.
Do you like reviewing like any of the newer games? I mean,
they're harder, like they're longer to play now. Like I don't know why, but games just seem to get longer as the years go by. They just take a really long time to beat. There's a lot of more like cutscenes nowadays and everything, and like I mean I like playing new games when I get time. I don't want to hype it too much yet, but I think it's important now that people just know that it's on my mind and that it's planned. But you have to understand that if I continue making online videos at the constant pace at which I've been doing, I'll never have time to work on the movie. I have a horror film that I've been planning for years. I've mentioned it before, but for the time being, it's been postponed indefinitely, meaning I don't know what the fate of it is. It might happen, it might not, and if it does happen, it's probably going to be for a very long time. Not only can filmmaking be expensive, but it's also extremely time-consuming. This is kind of a pitch, but just to be clear, I'm not asking for anything. Definitely not money. Money does not buy time. So whenever there was precious time to film, they were always rushed, and that's one of the reasons why these movies didn't come out the way I always hoped, because there wasn't time to do another take. But it never really amounts to anything. I think it also has something to do with Tommy being played by a different actor in each movie, so you never get time to get used to one person.
Well, I was so surprised because it was just, gaming was just a hobby. It was like, if anything, I thought I wasted a lot of time as a youth.
Do you remember a time where you wanted to throw in the towel? You were frustrated at a creative low?
It was, I mean, it almost ended in 2007, like right around the new year. It was like, that was kind of just when I just burned out on it. The Bible Games episode was like, it could have been the last one. It wasn't meant to be, but it could have been.
Yeah.
Because by then I just didn't have time to do it anymore.